Aloha and welcome back to the Ukulele Corner YouTube page. In this lesson, I'm going to show you a technique tip to get your right hand to loosen up and look at a different type of strumming. Instead of the folk style of strum that we've looked at in the past where you really use your forearm to move a lot, we're going to try to keep the right hand stable. This is more of a flamenco technique and it's called Rasgueado. Back of the nail is used to strum, and often the idea is it's not moving the whole arm, it's just moving one finger. We're going to try to start with our index finger here and do a down and up strum using index. Often I'll plant my thumb on the fourth string to do this, and I'm just going to get 3 strings ringing then on top. And a down, flick, or up, quick return to the playing position. So I start with my index finger really curved, almost touching the side of the thumb, directly down and directly up. This uses the extensor muscles in the right hand, and we spend a lot of time playing fingerstyle, just bringing our fingers into the palm, not extending them out. This can really loosen up your right hand. It really helps your technique doing this. So just to get the concept of it, let's just play open strings. Plant the thumb on that fourth string, down with index, then back up. Let the tip joint relax like we do when we do regular strumming, but we're really going directly down the back of the nail and directly back up. What's great about this type of strumming, you don't have to reset your hand. Often I move my fingerstyle planes back here with my thumb about the beginning of the sound, the beginning of the sound hole and the edge of the fingerboard to where I strum about over the 12th fret. So I'm adjusting my hand a little bit back and forth. In this case, I can strum right from the same place that I often play fingerstyle. So let's try to do some down strums. Quick flicks down. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Really feel the release of energy. As soon as you complete the strum, relax the hand. And then quickly move it back up. That's where our up strum is going to come from. Just try up for a bit. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Then both. You can do it with your middle finger, ring finger, even pinky. I'm moving around to the different fingers in the hand, trying to keep the rhythm going. Pinky, ring, middle, index. And that'll take a little bit of practice to get that coordination, but it's really going to loosen up your hand. And so when you get the feel for that, you can try different strumming patterns. Maybe I'll do a down, down, up, up, down. We do this so often, right, with this folk style strum. But now with this Rasgueado style, maybe I'll go to an F chord. Back and forth between a C and F. Just 3 strings because the thumb is planting on the 4th string. Now sometimes even plant the thumb on the soundboard and then you can get all 4 strings. I'm actually touching the soundboard here, kind of like electric bass players do this often. It's a real powerful type of strum. Now let's try, I was playing in the beginning there a little bit more of a Spanish style progression. I went A minor to E7 and then back. And I'll do that same strum pattern a little faster. A minor, E7. Let's go to D minor. Back to A minor. Maybe a B7 here. B chord to E7. A minor. E7. Add my pinky there on the 3rd fret, C in the high string. Sharp 5. D minor. A minor. B7, E7, A, D, A. So that kind of strumming, as you get faster and faster, you can start to get a very articulated sound, and it really loosens up the right hand. You'll go back to playing fingerstyle, like moving your fingers in, picking, and you'll feel really relaxed and agile with the hands. I highly recommend doing this. If you're not going to use them all the time in your strumming technique, just as a technical exercise, it'll really improve your playing. I like to sometimes even do this. Instead of having the thumb on the 4th string, maybe I'll put it on the 2nd string and I'll just get one pitch. Maybe this high C. I do a tremolo doing that. So it works great for even playing scales and things on the same string. So it's like you're picking, but you're using the index finger going down and up. So you can try to increase your tempo over time and try groups of 3 strings, 4 strings if you touch the soundboard, 3, 2, or 1, depending where you have your thumb placed. You can mute the other strings below. Let's say I want to get the top 2 strings. I'll do thirds. Very Spanish kind of sound. Works great. I use this a lot when playing Hawaiian songs as well. Gabi Pahinui would do these sort of tremolo strums. So those are 2 notes. I have my thumb on the 3rd string. So a very powerful tool, the index finger, using a sort of different motion that's commonly used. Instead of the typical strum or just playing the individual notes, we can get a tremolo with 1 finger. Final thing I'll mention about this, it's very common to do this Rasgueado multiple strum. Pinky starts, then ring, middle, and index. Same concept, I'm planting my thumb. You can often do this with the thumb free and floating. Even this sort of tremolo strum can work with the thumb floating. It doesn't need to touch, but I find having it touching the 4th string or the soundboard gives you a really good grounding with the hand. So if I try that, I'll try a sort of a Spanish thing, and I'm going to throw a little backbeat in here. So this is combining the forearm motion with that flicking motion. So what I recommend to develop that technique is very slowly make a fist, pinky, ring, middle, index. Sometimes I use the index up to make a fist again. Now the trick here is each finger is doing a quick release all the way forward. It's really tricky when you first start doing this to get the pinky to do that. It takes some time. And you'll start to hear the 4 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, roll. So see if you can start to add that into your playing as well. Like I mentioned earlier, it loosens up the right hand using that extensor muscle. It's great for your technique overall. So have fun with your Rasgueado technique, and I'll see you soon.